What's up, everybody? It's Mike from MJF Invest. I just wanted to make a brief video. We're taking certain steps and how to research stocks. I really want to build an audience where we can flourish and make money together, you know? And one of those things is basic fundamentals and what we are looking for overall. So I'm just going to take you like step by step how I research stocks and maybe throw a few ideas out there. What I do right off the bat is I look at the investor relations. So the company that I decided to pull up today was Virgin Galactic. So I Googled so right here you could see the SEC website come right up. So I'm going to look right from the SEC website. You can also find investor relations, or I'm sorry, investor presentations on the company's websites. A lot of the times they have it, but in this case we use the Google search engine and just directly pulled up, you know, how they filed, you know, with the SEC. So as you see here right off the bat, we see, you know, it's just going to basically tell you about the company. So right there's Richard Branson. We like him, you know, and then it's going to go over basic numbers. And you know, you could thoroughly go through this. It's basically everything you're going to want to know as an investor is going to be in here. The products, projections, you know, ideas. As you can see here, IPO, and now you see right here, Chamath Palihapitiya is involved with this company, and if you've been watching my videos at all, you know how much I respect him. And basically in the investor presentation, like I said, there's going to be all sorts of information that is relevant for us as investors. You know, look here, you could see the pilots and the flight teams. It's all the information is there. We're not going to necessarily break it down, but you can get into the company's financials and projections, forecasts, it's, you know, the market it's in, the industry. I mean, like I said, it's really, if you're investing in anything before looking at the investor presentation, I think that's not a good idea. So that's definitely the first thing that I do. Okay, on to step number 2. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not an endorsement of Virgin Galactic Holdings. I will do a video more in depth about this company later. I'm just using them as an example right now of how to research a stock. So we already went over, number 1, we look at the investor presentation from the Google search engine. The second step that I like to take and criteria is I'd like to know who the institutional owners are. I feel like that is a big deal. And just right off the top, before I even get into it, I could see the top 10 owners of Virgin Galactic. I see the Vanguard Group. I see BlackRock. I mean, so right off the bat, we're familiar with who the big money is and who the big players are. So we clicked on it. We see right off the bat, we got Morgan Stanley, we got BlackRock, we got Vanguard Group. I know ARK is also involved. You can see there Fidelity. I mean, so this hits one of those boxes now that I look for. If you wanted to get more in depth, you can go right into Fintel. Here has a pretty good analysis. We could see here that basically institutions own 30% of the shares. So look into that. You know, I make sure I mix and match and verify on multiple sources that who is involved. So that I look at the company's CEO and front office. In this case, we're just going to briefly show up. Just to make it simple again, the Google search engine, Virgin Galactic CEO is Michael Colglazier. I look into him. I know now that he was an executive at Disney, and he has a ton of experience in the tourism world. So when you're, I'm just making sure, and I'm looking into the executives in the front office, and have they had success, or do they have experience in the industry? Now, in this case, Michael Colglazier is a strong choice. There's a picture of Michael Colglazier there with Richard Branson and Chamath Palihapitiya. That is that's quite a crew right there. So those are the three steps. In first, the investor presentation. Second, we look into institutional ownership. Third, we look into the CEO. This is just a brief breakdown. You would also want to check into the financials of the company and really look into the projections, forecasts, and everything else that's in that investor presentation. That's basically like your key. That's your go-to for everything. I have tons of them. I have tons of them in PDF format on my phone. I read them over. I really, the companies that I'm invested in, I really dive into that. So that's really it. I just wanted to be brief. You have to be much more in depth when you do it, but I just wanted to show you basically an outline of how, the first steps that I take when I'm analyzing a